Oh shit. Cavendish can only beat Gladius in his dreams. And the funny part about that statement is actually very literal. Anyway, when we first start off, Diamante's facing off against Kiros, and he's got like an area effect. I didn't know that he could do this with pretty much everything. He's got the whole fucking ground waving. I mean, the whole fucking ground. The only person I knew of that had an area effect other than him that we've ever really seen in One Piece in general is Pika. That's it. So Pika, Diamante can do it, and we're gonna find out somebody else in this fucking chat. The shit is fucking crazy. It's ridiculous. You can't keep your footing with this motherfucker. You know, you gonna have. I bet you had the fucking ground jumping at you, jumping. That shit is crazy. Anyway, Kiros is fighting him, and he's like, man, you pretty good for one leg. And he's just joking about it the whole fucking time. Anyway, while he's fighting her, remember, Rebecca is in that area right there. And he goes for Rebecca. Now, we can see Rebecca tries to block, and I believe she would have been able to, but Kiros is not having that. He's protecting his daughter with all his fucking might. He said, I don't care what happens. He said, I don't give a fuck if I got to set up an extra toilet for you. You will not be shitting on my daughter, right? And he's laughing like a motherfucker. Diamante thinks the shit is cute. He said, I killed your wife, and now I get to kill you and your daughter. He said, this shit is fucking hilarious. And Kiros said, I don't find a fucking thing funny about it. He said, I'm getting ready to shit on you, right? He said, he has diarrhea and he's getting ready to shit on Diamante. Anyway, we find out another motherfucker can affect the damn landscape they're fighting on. Like, this shit is crazy. What you call him? Gladius is fighting against Cavendish. As he's fighting, he touches the ground. Now he's got the whole fucking area as one big explosion, right? Anybody get caught up in this shit is bound to drizzle. You know, that's how it is. Anyway, when he sees the shit about to, you know, everything's about to give way, Cavendish is basically begging Bartolomeo. He said, yo, let me in this barrier, and I'm not playing. And Bartolomeo is just joking with him. He's saying, nah, I can't have it. He said, I might die, or Robin might die. I got protected. And he said, if you don't let me in this fucking, barrier right now, I'm gonna break my foot off in your ass, right? He lets him in, right? And he's just, they go back and forth, arguing, laughing, shit like that. I thought the shit was hilarious. But we just get to see how thick this fucking barrier is. It looks like it's thick. To me, I'm looking at the barrier, it looks like it's fucking extremely thick. Like it needed to be that thick in order to be able to take this explosion. That just goes to show how strong fucking what you call him, Gladius is. I didn't think Gladius was that strong. Now we're starting to find out this motherfucker is pretty powerful. He's got the whole fucking area, that whole part of that city just jumping. I mean, he's holding everybody down. He's holding Bartolomeo down. He's holding Cavendish down. He's holding Robin down. This motherfucking Gladius is at his peak right now. Now we see what Gladius can really do. We see what you call him has a damn fanboy moment Bartolomeo because Robin says something to him. She winks at him. Anyway, Cavendish goes on the offensive. He said, fuck that. He said, I done got out the way. I'm not dead anymore, you know, because he was getting ready to die. He said, now I survived that attack. Now I can go ahead and head in and do some damage on this motherfucking Gladius. Gladius blows his hands up into some damn sock and boppers or whatever, and he gets ready to blast on Cavendish. Anyway, they see this shit come at him, right? Turns out at Bartolomeo, he does his barrier bull attack, right? At first I was thinking, damn, it was he was going to change the shape of the barrier into the shape of a bull, but really it's the shape of an actual bulldozer. Like the I believe the part of the bulldozer that's actually the bulldozer is the plow part. No, wait, is it? It's a fucking plow, man. That's all you need to know. It's a fucking like on the front of a bulldozer, the plow that's on the front. That's what he makes it into, and he just carves throughout the whole fucking landscape. You know what? Now that I'm thinking about it, I bet you Bartolomeo, he could use his barrier to create an area effect, where let's say he creates a damn maze with the fucking that shit would be live. That would be some cold shit if he creates a maze that you have to get through in order to get to him, but he can move the maze around that wheel and attack. And on top of that, being that it's his barrier, he can attack you from like the walls can attack. That would be some shit. God damn. Anyway, we cut to Delinga, right? And he's fighting against Idio. And it looked like he took Idio out, right? Anyway, Idio was still up, and he stretches his arm out at him. And you start to notice this motherfucker's a long arm dude. It looks like he's got his arms like this. And you remember the long arm got two elbows. He got his arm like this, and then got his other elbow like that. And it looks like he's like a normal person, except with that extra shit up there, right? But really, he's just holding his arms like that. So it looked like he stretched his arm out like Mr. Fantastic or some shit like that. But he's just a long arm dude. And that's when we find that out. I wonder why he keeps his arms tucked like that. Like, is he what am I trying to say? Is he does he need that for his powers? You know how he makes these cannons where he's exploding shit and stuff like that? Is that the secret behind his powers, having his arms in that way? I'm not sure. But anyway, Delinga, he says, yo, I got some surprise for you too, right? He looks like a normal person, except you see some horns on his ass. This motherfucker comes for his ass, pulls off his hat, and you find out this motherfucker is half fucking he's a fish man. He's a fucking fighting fish man. Not a fish man that fights, but a fish man that's actually fighting fish. Remember that damn fish, that the fighting fish that was inside the Coliseum that they had to fight against? That's what he is. That's why he got the horns. See, I started to figure he was a fish man because he had the damn fin, right? But then when the teeth came in, I said, okay, he's got to be a fish man. But I still wondered where the fuck the horns came from. He's a fighting fish man now. It makes sense. And he goes for Idio. He takes a chunk out of fucking Idio. I mean, he took a bite out of fucking crime. Shit was crazy. Idio is fucking done. Anyway, he goes in to help Delinga. I mean, to help Gladius. Gladius called him for help, right? Because he was holding everybody down. He said, yo, I need some fucking help. I can't do all this shit my damn self. Anyway, he comes in. As soon as he comes in, he gets slayed. I mean, slayed. He gets slayed like fucking Santa Claus in Christmas. That's this fucking slay. I mean, he just gets slayed. I mean, murdered. Just one swipe. This motherfucker swipes at him and just completely demolish him. What happens is Cavendish turned into his damn alter ego, Swooping. I forgot what his name is, Swooper or something like that. Some shit, swooping dish or something like that. Whatever his name, Sweeping Knight, Willow Wisp or whatever his name is. He turns into that shit and he calls right through Delinga like it's no problem. I think actually Gladius is probably very strong because he's still holding it down. Now, there is a thing of what you call Delinga got caught off guard. Don't get me wrong, but Gladius was holding it down with all of them there. I think what happened is, and Gladius doesn't seem to be harmed. I think what happened is Bartolomeo's attack knocked Cavendish out. But remember, Gladius was right there. He didn't get hurt at all. So Gladius is a fucking beast. That shit is fucking crazy. And Cavendish is fucking strong in his new form, though. So that's good. One thing I was scared about in this chapter was them jumping from fights to fight. But they actually did a good ass job in this chapter, man. Because, I mean, this is New World shit. Like I told you, having area attacks, area abilities, that's some New World shit. And if you think back about it, remember they showed Big Ma'am, she said she sent some guy out to destroy this island, whatever, that they didn't give up their taxes or whatever, they didn't pay their taxes. What if he had an area ability that destroyed the whole island? That would be some cold shit. That's the part that really got me about this chapter. They showing some New World level tactics, right? And on top of that, the actual battles we're getting is actually more relevant. I'm mad that not mad, but disappointed that they skipping over the Zoro fight again. But they showed some relevant fights. Come on, Cavendish and Bartolomeo. Those are some relevant characters right there. Delinga fighting against Idio, they finished that shit off, and they showed that Delinga, the surprise about Delinga being a fighting fisherman. Okay, that surprised me. That was a good surprise. And like I said, they ended that fucking fight, so we ain't got to go through all that shit. So that was that. So that's a good thing about that. So I'm gonna give this chapter actually 5 out of 5. I can't see nothing wrong with it. I'm surprised that they did the shit that I was complaining about before, about them jumping different fights and whatnot. But they actually did a great fucking job at this one. It was funny. You know, what you call him? What's his name? Diamante coming at Kiros talking shit. That was funny. The interaction with Cavendish and Bartolomeo was funny as hell too. And like I said, they finished off the fucking Idio fight without the damn ass pull of, oh, Idio is going to come up with some damn super ability at the last minute. All that shit. This chapter was actually good. 5 out of 5. Let me go ahead and see the comments and see what happened. Okay. I was actually pleasantly surprised. Okay. Okay, anyway, go ahead and leave comments, like the video, and subscribe, because I can't eat. I'm broke, nigga. I'm broke, and you got the power to change that.